A very good morning to you. It's June the 3rd, 2022, and we are on the Fosdyke Canal, and we've just left Torksey Lock, and we're just going to be heading along the canal as far as we want to go today, really. It's not a bad day at the moment, but there is a forecast for a little bit of rain later on, so we'll just see how far we get before we are forced to turn round. We've got Steve on the back here. Can you give us a wave? That's it, thank you.
Doing all the rowing as usual.
That's right, that's what I bring you for. Right, and off we go. So on our starboard side here we have some Canal and River Trust leisure moorings. I was offered a couple of these a few weeks ago, but it's quite a way for me to have to come up if I put the swamp duck here. But I know there are one or two at the moment that are vacant. The Fosdyke is reputedly the oldest canal in England. There's a nice old wooden boat there, Faith W. Gull. I do like that, that's really nice. So the Fosdyke Canal is reputedly one of the oldest, if not the oldest, canal in the country. It dates back to 120 AD when the Romans began a cut between Lincoln and Torksey. Once the Romans left, then the canal was left quite a while, and then in the ongoing years there were lots of times when it was restored, right up until the 18th century when the locks were sorted out at Torksey, and it's been a navigable waterway from the River Trent up to Lincoln ever since. If you're thinking of doing this in your kayak, we'll say that the launch facilities at Torksey, it was a little bit difficult to do because it was quite low down getting in the kayak. But there were some more handy mooring rings that we were able to tie up to and hold on to as we got in, so it wasn't too bad. And there are toilet facilities there if you've got a British Waterways key, or there happens to be a handy local around who has one. There is a car park and there wasn't any charge for that, although it isn't a very big car park, so you do need to get here early. There's a really nice cruiser here. Again, another wooden boat. There's another nice barge coming up here, Dutch barge by the look of it. Quite a big one. This is the Iron Duchess. It looks like it's having a bit of a paint job at the moment. A very nice Dutch barge. The banks on either side of this canal are quite steep in places, so it is a little bit like going up a tunnel. It is a little bit windy today, so we are getting caught a bit by the wind, and it's probably having quite a bad effect on the microphone, so I do apologise for that, but there's not much we can do about it. The Fosdyke Canal is 11.2 miles from Torksey to Lincoln. I don't think we're going to be doing all of that today. We'll go as far as we want to, really. We were warned before we set off that there is another one of those swans around that tends to go for people, but we haven't spotted it yet.
Territorial swan.
Territorial swans, yes. There are quite a few feathers floating in the water, so I'm not sure whether that's an indication of something coming up. This is a journey that we want to do on the swamp duck. Now that the swamp duck is based on the River Trent, we want to take it up to Newark, stay off at Newark Marina, and then go on to the tidal Trent, which will then take us to Torksey, and then we can come up the loch and we'll be here on our way to Lincoln. And I'd like to take it as far as places like Woodall Spa, which would be rather nice. Or we could even go further to Boston and then take the swamp duck across the Wash, but that's not going to happen just yet. Okay, so we've just spotted the swan up in the distance, if that's the one. And it's getting ready for us. So I've got the cameras ready in case it takes flight and comes flying into us. Paddles at the ready, Steve? No, we're not hit it, but fend it off. No, it should be okay. If we keep out of its way. We've got some sandwiches, we could always bribe it. We've just done 2 kilometres.
Don't hang up. Can we be friends again? I give up. I know how this ends.
Well, the swans didn't seem to be bothered with us at all. I think they'd already eaten.
Might sound strange, but I'd give my life for you. Nothing's changed, I just ran away from the truth. One of us makes a mistake, we work our way through the heartache, and then we're back where we started. We've gone full circle again, but that's what we do. That's just what we do. Last weekend, that was your turn, I guess. Let's pretend that we are making progress. One of us makes a mistake, we work our way through the heartache, and then we're back where we started. We've gone full circle again.
You're doing alright, Dad?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you very much. Hi. Sat back here in the engine room.
This is the second day of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. And we've just had some planes go overhead, so I'm not sure whether that was for us or whether that was for Her Majesty.
A bit for us.
Be for us, yes. There is another swan ahead, so let's hope.
That might be the one.
Let's hope that this one is as unperturbed as the last 2. they didn't really bother us at all. They didn't notice us, I don't think. This really is a long, straight stretch of canal, this. For filming purposes, it probably isn't the most interesting and exciting stretch of canal, because it's not tree coverage or anything like that, and because of the high banks you can't see over them. But it is very quiet, and for saying it is a bank holiday weekend, there's not that much in the way of traffic on here at all, and it's quite wide, so it's a good place to come and kayak. It's quite warm today as well. There was quite a lot of cloud coverage this morning when I looked out, and that obviously kept the temperature up. I think what we're going to do, we're going to head to the 3 kilometres,
Yep.
which is not far away. I think I can see it in the distance, and then we'll turn around and make our way back. So that'll be 6 kilometres of the Fosdyke Canal.
That'll do nicely.
That will have given us a bit of exercise, some fresh air, and a flavour of this canal. This swan has got us in his sights. He keeps looking side to side, so he's obviously clocked us. And he's staying right in the middle. He's just waiting for us. And he's giving a little bit of a wag of his tail feathers there, just to say, this is mine. They are beautiful creatures, but you do have to be a little bit wary of them. I'm sure he has the advantage as well, because he could get out of this canal a lot quicker than we can. There really isn't anywhere to get in and out of this canal. Once you're in until you get to a mooring point, really. No, he's not interested.
Good news.
He's already eaten Steve. No, he's not already eaten Steve, but he's already eaten Steve. There's a sign coming up which says, I think it's the 3 kilometres just coming up. There's a yellow sign as well that says, turn round, you've had enough. The Romans obviously built very straight roads, and it looks as like they built very straight canals as well. Very few twists and turns in this one. There are no bridges either, or anything like that to break up the scenery. There's a sign here that also says something about caution, underwater obstruction.
Deer ramps.
Alright, so they're deer ramps. And there we have the 3 kilometre mark. These are quite useful actually, especially they have them all the way up the River Trent.
But that's what we do. That's just what we do.
And there are a couple of boats just coming up in front of us, a narrow boat and a very wide beam. I think it's more of a cruiser, isn't it? A wide cruiser than, certainly not a wide beam steel boat by the look of it. That's taken up an awful lot of room.
This one here, really good stuff. Good water.
Showing us his feathers. No, he's not happy. We'll move on. Yeah. That's the one that was moored up down there a bit ago.
Oh,
Yeah. Hiya.
right.
And we got a lovely cruiser coming in front of us here. Very nice. Do like that. Plenty of room there.
Live on that.
Absolutely. Hiya. Alright. Yeah.
Have they attacked you?
No, not me, they might get you.
Oh no, we've been up once.
We're friends.
We're friends now. We're definitely going faster.
Yeah, we seem to have the wind behind us now, and we really are making
Good headway.
some headway. I mean, I think we'll almost be entering for the Oxford Cambridge, boat race.
Steady on.
Steady on. No, not quite.
No graceful way of getting out of this kayak. hold on to that ring. Get your hand on that ring.
Do you enjoy that, Dad?
Yeah, it was great. I just need to get out of this kayak now, and it's
I'm
not
filming
going to
it.
be an easy fit. Oh, thanks a lot. I'll send it off to You've Been Framed.
Yep.
Or it'll be on YouTubers 2022 Major Fails.
Let's get the camera.
Oh, all right.
I'll worry about the camera.
Get the camera first. Don't worry about me. I'll just sit here and hope. It's gonna be all.
Okay, so the cameras are all safe.
You're about me then. I'm worried about getting out of it actually. I don't know how I'm going to do it.